Being the only woman here today, it's a privilege to speak to everyone this morning. And just even listening to the two previous speakers, I'm starting to see a flow or a theme coming through here, so it's really lovely. So, with 12 years corporate experience in human resources and 4 years in community development, and helping people navigate through some of life's challenges, I do feel I know a little bit about what makes people tick. I am on words on script this morning because I am a woman. Apparently we use more words. So with 5 minutes, I'm going to stick to script. In the short time that we have this morning, I am going to get a bit transparent with you and share some of the lessons learned on the journey of my life that will hopefully inspire you. Making my own life decisions haven't always been easy for me. I've had to push back in just about every important area of my life, including the country I live in, my preferred career, the guy that I marry, even my faith. Whilst born into a loving home, my baby boomer parents didn't spare the rod, but neither did they spare the generosity of their hard labour. We were well provided for. Yet unhelpful leadership prevailed in our home that could also be described as dictating. I'm fairly sure that this style of leadership was prevalent in many other households where do as you're told was a frequently heard command. Dictating is one method used by some authority figures to control, as opposed to encouraging and nurturing you to make helpful decisions. My father was a successful entrepreneur, highly opinionated and persuasive. For most of my life, I had to actually work out, is this my thought and belief, or is it his? Many of our thoughts, beliefs, and opinions were shaped in our formative years. And we invariably take helpful and unhelpful lessons learnt from the family home into our school, our university, friendships, relationships, and the workplace. Parents are not perfect, and neither is the world that we live in. Nothing is as it should be since the dawn of time. That said, let's explore what helpful and unhelpful leadership looks like so that we can empower those in authority to bring out the best in us. What is our problem with doing as we're told? Helpful leadership and guidance seems to support growth and engagement, yet unhelpful leadership seems to lead to passive or aggressive behaviours like rebellion or withdrawal. Recently, I visited the school of my childhood and interestingly met the current principal. She gave me the keys to the place. It was hilarious. If only she knew what I was like at school. Anyway, she alluded to how much she enjoyed the students who behaved well as opposed to the troubled ones. Well, without disclosing this to her, I was actually the latter. You see, I agreed with her that everyone's up for an easier life, but you can't always control what you will leak into the school environment. Our family endured a tough time and a very difficult divorce in the final years of my school. It was pretty hard for our family, and you pretty much did, bottling it up is what you did, which also meant that the pressure had to come out somewhere. Whilst I loved my school experience and overall maintained a pretty good attitude, there were certainly occasions where I did not respond positively to unhelpful leadership. So you can now see that some of the most influential people in my formative years helped shape my opinion of authority. But the thing is, there comes a time in everyone's life where you do have to choose how you react or respond to a different situation. Ultimately, I came to a crossroad in my life where I had to choose to grow up and make good decisions for my life and no longer blame the system, parents, or individuals. No one else can live your life for you. I would love to share with you a couple of tips gathered along the journey from some phenomenal mentors in my life. Discover who you are and what your destiny is. When you know who you are, you will know what to do. The more real you get with yourself, the less vulnerable you are to being persuaded away from your purpose. Be secure in knowing that not everyone agrees with your dream or decisions. Just like you can't choose your family, neither can you always choose your leadership. Honour gets you places, and honouring leadership placed before you will help grow and shape you. Sometimes the leader that challenges you the most will shape you for the better. Discover the plan and purpose for your life. It's hard for people to derail you if you know who you are. Pick your battles. Rebellion gets you nowhere, and don't give your critics any more ammunition. Remember, your leadership can only take you as far as your character can hold you. So let me ask you this. Who's in the driving seat of your life right now? Is it your parents, siblings, family, teacher, leader, pastor, friends, who all provide great support and guidance, but ultimately, who's accountable for your life? You are. So a few potential attributes that may lead to unhelpful leadership can include fear, control, insecurities, low self-esteem, confidence, rebellion and addictions. And try and replace these with discipline, valuing people, commitment, resilience, hard work, follow through, empathy, kindness and humility. I just want to share a beautiful quote. What's behind me here? There I am. Can we go to the next slide? It's actually often been known as a Nelson Mandela quote, but it's actually been written by a woman. So Marianne Williamson, A Return to Love. Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. We ask ourselves, who am I to be brilliant, gorgeous, talented, fabulous? Actually, who are you not to be? You are a child of God. Your playing small does not serve the world. There's nothing enlightened about shrinking, so other people won't feel insecure around you. We are all meant to shine, as children do. We were born to make manifest the glory of God that is within us. And it's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we're liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. So I look around the room here and I see a room full of wild changes. And I say to you, take ownership for your own leadership and wherever you go, and make the world a better place, each person at a time. Thank you.